Pelosi, in her infinite wisdom, talking about the $484 billion corona relief plan. Yeah, I know that sounds a little passive aggressive what I said. Listen, she's finger pointing at Mitch McConnell, and he's doing the same thing to her. Okay? We don't need any of that right now from either side. We should be working together to get things done. But what I'm hearing from Pelosi is this. She gave $25 billion, or passed the bill for $25 billion, and a part of that bill is $25 billion, to a man named Trump, a president named Trump, our president, who she believes isn't going to get the testing done anyways. So my question to Nancy is, why would you give him the money? Why would you give him the money for that anyways? Why not give it just to the hospitals? Why not give it solely to the small businesses and the loans? Okay? It does not make sense to me. It does not make sense to me how you guys, how any of this can happen. And then you're conflating two things. You're saying testing and isolation needs to be the priority and Trump's not taking care of that. Well, let's say you're right about the testing. And I'm not saying you are because I have no clue. But let's say you're right about the testing. The isolation part, Trump has been on top of that. He was on top of that. As a matter of fact, he was so much on top of that, he closed the airlines. I'm sorry, he closed air travel there for a while. And you were against it, insinuating that he was a racist. That's how much he was on top of it. And I'm not saying he's been right about everything. Certainly Trump has been wrong about many of things. But certainly Pelosi, you were wrong about this. You were wrong about that as well. Okay? He was on top of it. But you can't conflate testing and isolation. People are isolated. And now it's not up to Trump. Don't do that. It's up to the governors. It is now up to the governors of each and every state. Governors should be responsible. You know why? Because this pleases everybody. Because the majority, let's say the majority of people are Republican. There's still a minority, which would be the Democrats, which is a large portion of them that need to be represented too. Well, who represents them? They're state level. They're state level politicians. Why wouldn't their governor? You know why? I believe it's because if their governor messes up and opens up things too early and they're a Democrat governor, they get blamed for it. Because Trump is now giving you the ball and saying, hey, every Democrat governor, every Republican governor, at your discretion, you will allow your people to go out when you are ready. Okay? You will. So to me, when I hear these things, I go, no, you're pointing fingers to the wrong people. Again, right now it's up to the governors. So it doesn't matter. Despite if it's a Republican or Democrat governor and they release too early for the people to go out, that's on them. You're putting this in the wrong hands now. It is no longer in his hands. And you got to understand, that is impartial to a lot of people needing the economy to start. Okay? What you're giving, that $1,200 stimulus check, that's not help. It helps a little bit. But you're not solving the problem. You didn't solve a problem by far because you passed that bill. Either side. No side solved the problem. You're saying the problem is testing. You might be correct about that. You might be 100% correct about that. But you're also on the same hand telling me that you gave that testing money to someone you're not confident can even get the job done. Which you're incorrect about that. Not saying that Trump will do it. What I'm saying is if you really felt he couldn't do the job, why would you give him the money for it? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So Nancy Pelosi, there are certain things I like about you, and there's certain things I like about Trump. But what the heck is happening? Seriously, I mean, what? If you're not confident in his ability, why do it? And stop conflating isolation and testing. Those are two separate things. Those are two separate things that you keep putting together. Okay? All right. Like, subscribe. Tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to be ambiguous about this. I'm trying to keep an open mind about this. Okay? But this finger pointing is ubiquitous. I'm seeing it everywhere. It's crazy. It's getting out of control, guys. It's getting out of control. All right, like, subscribe, guys. I'm out.